Alright guys, so today we're going to be talking about pictographs, which basically sounds kind of similar to the name, is just graphs that we have with pictures. And it's pretty fun and simple because you just look at the picture, and based on the picture you're able to answer questions about the graph and the information that's given to you. So for example, every pictograph here that you're going to see should have a title. So our title here is Books We Read. So this would be showing that we are going to make a graph about different books that we've read. Then you're also going to have different labels here on the side. So you see we have mystery books here, mysteries. We have animal stories and information books. So those are our three different categories of the books that we've read. Okay, then based on that, somewhere, it's usually down at the bottom, you're going to see a key that kind of tells you what these pictures represent. So in this case of this graph, these pictures represent two books. So each little picture of a book actually represents two books. And then based on this information, we can look at the graph and we can answer questions about the graph. So for example, one of your questions might say, how many mystery books were read by the class? And you can look up here and see, okay, so each one of these pictures represents two books. So I know that the class read a total of four. So they read a total of 4 mystery books, okay? Another question it might ask would be how many books were read in all. So if I see that in all or how many books were read total, that means they want to know the total amount of books that the whole entire class read. So again, we know that each picture represents 2 books. So we can look and say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and this one would be just 1 book. So we know that they read a total of 11 books, okay? And make sure when you are like if you're answering questions, you want to label it, because we wouldn't want to just have 11 or 4, because then we're going to say, well, for what? For mystery books, for books, for animals, what does that number mean? So make sure you have a label like I've been telling you about story problems. It's kind of similar to that. So again, with pictographs, it's nothing really too crazy or hard as long as you can look at the graph and just answer questions that it would be asking you to answer. So as long as you know kind of how the graph is laid out and what the different components of the graph mean and represent, then it should be fairly simple to look and answer some questions.